Good afternoon, everybody. The topic of today's session is green is the new gold. So as we move ahead, we would like to carry this further, and I would like to thank SSMB for inviting me here from Delhi. Just a quick look, I'm architect Gaurav Varmani from Studio Line Design. I founded this firm 20 years back. I recently authored a book, Why Industrialists Fail to Build Their Dreams. I head the warehousing rating program for ASSOCHAM GEMS. It's a rating program associated with ASSOCHAM, and we do green building certifications there. Few awards, and the closest project for us, a very dear project of ours, that is a IGBC platinum rated aluminum die casting plant, which I am going to showcase today. So this project was done for Minda Industries at Supa in Maharashtra, so very close to you, and we came down from Delhi to do this project. It was a 20-acre site. We built around 3 lakh square feet of built-up area in phase 1. It is manufacturing two-wheeler alloys, and the main raw material that goes in is aluminum ingots. So there are two aspects why this was very close to us. One, it came up during the pandemic, so there were challenges of the pandemic and we had to construct. So only with 45 days of break we could continue, and we completed this project in the given time frame. Other thing was that we did all the key aspects of going towards a green building, where we provided for rainwater harvesting, being a very challenging site, ZLDs to manage the water, because it was a very not so clean industry, I would say, being a aluminum die casting frame, and one of the first aluminum die casting plants where we could achieve the platinum ratings. So we did a very efficient lighting design. I'll show you some pics inside. So we achieved a major saving of around, let's say, 46%, which was calculated by the green team consultants on the energy aspects. Solar panels were definitely installed, and we achieved 10% of our energy demands from there. So it was eco-friendly refrigerants we used with green building, sustainable environments. LNG again we used extensively. So all the basic prerequisites of a green building were happening, and we were able to achieve the waste management systems also helped. So everything of the best of specifications we wanted, and we were able to use. And to the achievement where we were very happy that it was only 2% of the additional cost which we incurred to achieve all this on the total project cost. To take it from a regular building which we used to do for Minda Group over the last 8-10 years, and progressively it was 2% increment. So it was again some facts on the building. So there was a production building, and there is a paint shop building for and warehouse building for mitigating the risks which were associated with it. We used around 1200 metric tons of steel to build this, and the maximum spans were 32 meters. So these were very basic facts around it, and it's a fairly green plant, as you see from inside. It's all naturally lit. There is hardly any artificial lighting there, and we achieved all this in 15 months complete. Few other pictures here. So the context today where I wanted to come up is that this was all being achieved, and we have been progressively talking of green buildings, and we are going ahead. But somehow what is happening is that the projects get completed, and then they are not really carried forward, and the green concept just goes down there beyond the certification. It doesn't happen too much beyond that. So we started thinking, and we have now started realizing, this being nearly completed now 2 years. Of course, we are coming up with the expansion very soon in this plant. So we went into more towards sustainability, and that is where I wanted to touch today. That as we move ahead, and I would take this point forward, is that we have to start looking green in a more holistic concept for the green awareness, and it has to have something for the companies who are actually investing in the projects, because just taking a badge of green building is not really their area of interest. So we deep dived into it, and we are now arrived at certain situations where we see that ESG is, most of us might be aware, and some of you who are not aware, it's actually a holistic approach towards the environment, social and governance goals. And this whole thing is now coming down from moving ahead from green goals to the ESG goals. And as consultants, as designers, as industry professionals, we will all have to come together and look at all these areas in a very holistic manner. Like what is exactly sustainability in the longer perspective. So it will all come down to ESG, and ESG is something which we will have to take it forward, which will actually give the industry benefits, the end users will be benefited out of it, the manufacturers will get benefited out of it. So it will be a more holistic thing to achieve and take our projects further. So this was where I would like to come in today. So you can enhance your resource management, you can reduce your operational costs, your resiliency to future changes. The lower cost of finance will be a big advantage we will have to, which we will gain once we are able to achieve. So this is a new matrix which is being established, and just to touch upon it, in the steel sector, there is an organization by the name of Responsible Steel who is working in this direction, and they have come up with matrices to achieve ESG goals, especially for the steel sites, and now they are coming up with a new rating program which is for the final product of the steel industry. So I would request all steel manufacturers here also to go towards these goals and start incorporating them in the holistic scenarios.
1 minute more, please.
Yeah, I'll just. So this is broadly talking of the environment, social and economics. And what I see as a future now is we can take our green credits as the new cryptos. So everybody is talking of cryptos, cryptos are happening everywhere. So it could be the new cryptos of the future where a more convenient trading starts happening in the green domain with green credits, with ESG matrices coming into the picture, and becomes a more holistic ecosystem where the end user as an organization, as an investor starts gaining. Once we are able to achieve these and deliver on these aspects, probably it will be much easier for us to design buildings and take our sustainability measures forward. And as Studio Line Design, we are committed to use this as a responsible opportunity for a better tomorrow. Thank you so much.